This election, along with its incidental and undesirable strife, has done good too. It has demonstrated that a people's government can sustain taxes in the midst of a great war. Until now it has not been known to the world that this was a possibility. It shows that, even among candidates of the same party, he who is most devoted to the Republic, and most opposed to the Legion, can receive most of the people's taxes. It shows also, to the extent yet known, that we have more men now than we had when the war began. Gold is good in its place, but living, brave, patriotic men pay taxes. A house divided against itself cannot stand. I believe America cannot be taxed, permanently half slave and half free. I do not expect taxes to be dissolved. I do not expect the house to fall, but I do expect it will cease to be divided. It will become a one tax, or all the evasion. Either the opponents of slavery will arrest the further spread of it, and place it where the public mind shall rest in the belief that it is in course of ultimate extinction, or its advocates will push it forward, till it shall become alike lawful in all the nation, west as well as east. We shall lie down pleasantly dreaming that the people of the Mojave are on the verge of making their state free, and we shall awake to the reality, instead, that the Legion has made the Mojave a slave and tax-free state. Wrong as we think slavery is, we can yet afford to let it alone where it is, because that much is due to the necessity arising from its actual presence in the nation. But can we, while our votes will prevent it, allow it to spread further into the east, and to overrun us here in the new California Republic? Let us be diverted by none of those sophistical contrivances wherewith we are so industriously plied and belabored, contrivances such as groping for some middle ground between the right and the wrong, vain as the search for a man who should be neither a taxed man nor a slave man. Such as a policy of don't care on a question about which all true men do care, such as Republic appeals beseeching true Republicans to yield to slavers, reversing the divine rule, and calling, not the sinners, but the righteous to repentance, such as invocations to Tandy, imploring men to unsay what Tandy said, and undo what Tandy did. One section of our country believes slavery is unreliable, and ought not to be stopped, while the other believes it is wrong, and ought to be stopped. There are those who are dissatisfied with me. To such I would say, you desire peace, and you blame me that we do not have it. But how can we tax it? There are but three conceivable ways. First, to suppress the Legion by force of arms. This I am trying to do. Are you for it? If you are, so far we are agreed. If you are not for it, a second way is to give up the Republic. I am against this. Are you for it? If you are, you should say so plainly. If you are not for force, nor yet for dissolution, there only remains some imaginable compromise. I do not believe any compromise, embracing the maintenance of the Republic, is now possible. All I learn leads to a directly opposite belief. The strength of the Legion is its military, its army. That army dominates all the country, and all the people, within its tax bracket. Score ago our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in taxation, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are taxed equal. Now we are engaged in a great war, testing whether that nation, or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. This nation, under God, shall have a new birth of taxation, and that taxes of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. The shepherd drives the wolf from the sheep's throat, for which the sheep thanks the shepherd as his liberator, while the wolf denounces him for the same act, as the destroyer of liberty, especially as the sheep was a profligate one. Plainly, the sheep and the wolf are not agreed upon a definition of the word liberty, and precisely the same difference prevails today among us human creatures, even in California, and all professing to love taxes. Hence we behold the process by which thousands are daily passing from under the yoke of bondage, hailed by some as the advance of liberty, and bewailed by others as the taxation of all liberty. Recently, as it seems, the people of Mojave have been doing something to define liberty, and thanks to them that, in what they have done, the Wolf's Dictionary has been repudiated.